This next comic, regular, one of my favorites. You're gonna love her. Start clapping right now. She's got an amazing album called Queen of the Castle. You gotta listen to it some other time. Start clapping right now for Katie Hughes.
Yeah. Hello.
Hi.
We could get rid of the mic cover, right?
Yes.
Like once 4 guys and another girl use, I kind of, treat it like a condom. Time to throw it away. I'm just kidding. I'm going to keep it and smell it later. It's going to evoke some memories, Give it up for everybody at Star Bar tonight. Give it up for the staff. Yes. Very exciting tonight. We actually have the lighting director from Euphoria here, so. My mom's mad at me. I went to visit her. She goes, Katie, how much marijuana do you smoke? I was like, why is that your first question? She said it wasn't. Where does the time go? She loves to critique me. She watches a lot of Dr. Philip. Just to teach her all sorts of big words to use against me. This time I was ready. She told me I was verbally impulsive, and I said, zip it, cunt. I've also been watching Dr. Phil. We're working on boundaries. Zip it, cunt. We're also working on The Voice, but we're going to get there as a family. I love doing comedy. I love being on the road. I stay at a lot of bad hotels, probably because I book them for myself. The options are limited when you get on Priceline and they have a mystery room for $50. It's always 2 choices. One of them's like 5-star JW Marriott, indoor swimming pool in every room. The other one's like, it's a parking lot. Many have died. Roll the dice. I always get the parking lot. I don't even think the other one exists. Bullshit. I stayed at one recently. I stayed at the worst one. I stayed at a La Quinta. But it wasn't even a full-size La Quinta. It was a La Quinta Pequeño. Muy small, muy mal is what I have to say. Like, I know times are tough. Everybody's trying to, tighten the purse strings. But this place didn't even have shampoo in the room. I had to go down to the front desk to ask for shampoo, and the guy goes, hold out your hand and say when. I was like, is that dish soap? He goes, it's Dawn. I guess at least it's name brand. He goes, I'm Dawn. When? I got one mystery room. The only amenity it offered was free breakfast, but when I checked in, they go, room 225, no breakfast. I'd like to check out early, figuratively speaking. Like, I went to the room, again, they didn't have everything, no hair dryer. I asked our hair dryer, like, you can roll down your window and drive around the parking lot. I was like, it's for the tub. They still didn't have one. I was like, do you have a toaster? They're like, no breakfast. Alright, that one's newish. That's newish. I never leave a bad review, though. Like, I won't leave a 1-star review, because I know, like, taste is subjective. And maybe I don't like it, but I bet the person who stayed here before me loved it, because they didn't leave a 1-star review either. So I've just been writing 5-star reviews for the last person to stay in a room. And I think I'm really helping out, I've got a lot of reviews out there like, oh, I loved this roadway inn. I'll never forget our stay there. Both my wife and dog gave birth on the couch. I was so surprised I dropped my vanilla milkshake and my colostomy bag. All right. You're right, it's probably not a milkshake. Okay. I assume everybody in here is vaccinated, otherwise you'd be fucking Mahdi right now. And besides his set, the only time I've ever regretted getting the vaccine is when I found out they were giving away money if you hadn't gotten it already. That's a fucking gut punch of buyer's remorse. Ugh. Right there. Do you know how broke I am? I was like considering, like there's 40 states giving away $100. I was like, I could just route that into shows. You know what I mean? Just like Chuckle Hut, shot. Looney Bin, shot. I think it would be fine. I think it'd be lucrative. There is something kind of desperate about seeing the mayor of a major American city on the news with 5 spread out $20 bills, though. Just desperately pathetic. Just like, have you ever seen this kind of money? I'm a comedian, so I haven't. And it's tempting, but I don't want to like be the person on the news. You know what I mean? Like, I know if I've had the thought and didn't do it, someone else has had the thought and will do it. And there's just some woman out there just bursting into a single wide right now. Like, yo, I have made $4,400 in 6 weeks. And yes, before you ask, my asshole did fall out of my pussy. You were right. Anyway, the doctor says if I need more shots, they're going to have to put the Pfizer between my tootsies. But I think, honestly, for $100, y'all could squirt Moderna in my mouth right now. I don't give a shit. I don't care. That is the only thing, I will say this before I go, that's the only thing that stops me from doing bad stuff is the fear of being on the local news. I love the local news, but you've never seen someone having a good day on there. You know what I mean? Like, I used to repeat what the trailer folk would say on the news in Hendersonville, North Carolina. Yeah? Yes, that's our main export, yelling in public. What? No, I remember. I don't know if y'all remember this one. It's a deep cut, but there's this one news story where this woman goes, I come up my driveway and my trailer was on fire, and I was like, oh my God, my trailer's on fire. I'd like to have a heart attack. And if y'all don't think I said that 1,000 times, you can ask my mom. I'll give you the address of her asylum. I swear. My neighbors got to be on the news growing up. I never was on it. They got to be on it. They almost killed themselves because they put a generator in their house on Christmas. They used to fight a lot before that day, but they were on the news like, this is the best Christmas ever. We hardly fought it out. I hope they had died, though, you know. They had a trampoline I really wanted. All right, goodbye. Thank you.
Oh, Katie Hughes, keep it going for her.